open up this window, make sure that everything looks like it's supposed to, hopefully. And then I'm gonna have a couple of chat room windows open, so because we're streaming, hopefully if this works, which it should because it worked yesterday, but we're gonna stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time because I'm crazy like that. Okay.
How many views do you get on the stream?
It depends. I mean, if it's something that I like promote ahead of time, and it's like during like when people are watching Twitch or YouTube, like when I was streaming a lot, I don't know, I would get like 600 concurrent viewers maybe. But like that's kind of like without really trying too much because yeah, it's never been like an important component of like the strategy.
I mean, there won't be that many people watching now, will there? Because it's like, what time in the morning?
Yeah, it's 4:15 a.m. But
Oh my gosh.
okay, so it looks like we're live, and I'm pretty sure we're live on YouTube. I'm just gonna open up this. Oh, actually, I could probably just monitor in a different window with a different laptop. Good thing I have multiple laptops. Hold on, let me close all this other shit. Oh man, what have we done?
Is it up?
It looks like it's up on YouTube. I just don't know if it's up on Twitch yet. Let me open up this other laptop, and then it should be good. Hopefully this isn't too much for my poor little PC to handle. Oh, oops. Huh. Okay. It is a little bit much for my poor little computer to handle. But let me just open it up here and then we'll see how it looks on this one. But I think it's okay, even though this PC is crying for help right now. But I'm also like streaming at 1080 and 60 frames, which, you know, you're gonna need to. You'll learn the ins and outs of these. I don't know, frame rates and bit rates and resolutions and all this stuff on your...
I need better internet, really.
So what's your internet situation over there?
Terrible.
But do you have the fastest?
Take internet from like 10 years ago. That's probably what I've got. I can't get the fastest because they have no plans of like building the cables in my area for at least the next 5 years.
Yes. Yeah, welcome to my world. This is why I have this office, is because my internet is so shitty at home. So...
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's why we
in LA, I thought everywhere would be like hooked up.
No, definitely not. I'll tell you what does have super fast internet though, is so this office, let's see. Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about this later, but if you actually did go to, if you went to Melbourne, Sydney, if you went to Melbourne or Sydney, then there's a location available for you to have super ridiculously fast internet like I do.
Anywhere with NBN?
And
That's what they call like the fiber optic
oh
one
no,
over here.
this would be a this would be like at a co-working space. Like what we have here. Anyways, we could talk about that later. Hold on. Let me just switch over to YouTube and see. Make sure we're live. So I'm gonna have. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Ooh. All right. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Oh, hey. Ha! All right, yeah. All right, cool, yeah. All right. Let me just... what I forgot to do was change the title. I should have titled it something different. Oh, well. Oops. I'm gonna title. Hold on, let me come up with a good title. Training with Hazzy. What are we doing? This is terrible. It's okay though. All right, here we go. Street Fighter 5 training with gootecks and Hazzy. Hey. 42 people watching, not bad.
What, right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.
Oh my god. You're already getting the hang of it. Oh,
He's
duh.
hiding.
Whoops. There we go. Alright, yeah, alright. So we got 40 people on YouTube and we got 27 people on Twitch. Alright, let's see. Let me just pop this out and then we'll be good to go. Oh god, what are we doing? This is insane. Alright.
Am I blurry?
You're a little blurry, but it's okay. You know, people. This is not it's not always about the way you look, Hazzy.
Do I still look good blurry?
Yeah, you look great blurry. Or I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know. The people. The stream monsters at home will be the judges, but I'm sure. And if they don't like it, then they can donate to get Hazzy to a better part of Australia.
Get me to a normal civilized part of the world, please.
Yeah. Okay. So for those that are not familiar, Hazzy is a new Street Fighter 5 player that I ran into at PAX in Seattle. Well, I feel like that was like a month and a half ago. It was so long ago.
Yeah. When was it? Beginning of September?
Yeah, beginning of September. And
yeah. What time?
Yeah, time flies. And tell the people. I mean, the first after I got you and Delilah's names and I asked you where you're from, the third thing that I asked you, do you remember what it was?
Do we like Street Fighter?
Yes, I said, do you like Street Fighter? And you said, what did you say, Hazzy?
I love it, or something.
And I said, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I said, whatever. I said, yeah,
Didn't
whatever.
believe.
No, I didn't
Didn't
believe.
have faith in me.
I didn't. And I was like, oh, you like Street Fighter so much? Well, these guys up here are playing for $20,000, so why don't you go and have a seat and watch some Street Fighter 5? And then you guys did, and I was like, huh, that's funny. They're gonna be here for like 30 seconds.
But no, we were full of surprises.
Yeah.
We stuck around.
Yes. Yeah. You guys are definitely full of surprises. You and Delilah from Taiwan are full of surprises. And then we hung out in Seattle. You guys came down to LA. We hung out down here. We continued talking about Street Fighter. And again, I was like, in my mind, I'm like, she doesn't really like it. But then I guess, it seemed like maybe you did.
Yeah. I still can't believe how we came into crossed each other's paths.
Exactly.
So
Well, there are no
I mean,
accidents.
I was ready to give up, leave Street Fighter life behind. But obviously, it's meant to be. This whole thing has rekindled my dedication for it.
So when you say rekindled, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, if someone came to me and told me that like, so I never really knew about like the whole Street Fighter community and like the whole like that so many people were into it before.
Hmm.
Like it was just me playing the game with like a few friends. But like if I knew back then like how big it was, I would have probably like carried on playing.
Playing Street Fighter 4
Yeah, yeah, probably.
online with friends.
Yeah, I would have stuck by it, I think.
How long were you playing Street Fighter 4 with friends online in obscurity?
The first time I played was when I was 18. 18 or 19? Okay, so yeah. That was 2000 and what was it?
It was a while back. Okay.
2009? 2009. Yeah.
All right.
And then I played for maybe like a solid 3 years.
Wow. Okay. And so then why did you stop?
I don't know, life took over.
Hmm.
Life got busy. Felt like I had to like do adult stuff, grow up, spend less time on my Xbox. But then I've got older and I realized really that was the wrong decision. I should have like never leave the Xbox.
Never leave the Xbox.
Yeah. Stick to it. Never give up.
All right.
Real life's not that exciting.
No, it's really not. I mean, you kind of live in the middle of nowhere in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, you came to
I need to get
LA.
out. I need to
Well, the thing about fighting is that throughout history, it's been, different combat endeavors, boxing, wrestling, MMA, have certainly gotten all kinds of people out of their struggles and into a whole new struggle. Um, you see it a lot in boxing where people from, as well as like baseball and different sports, people from like, underserved communities get really good at a sport or an activity, and that's what gets them up and out the struggle into, competing or into whatever, following their dreams, passions, whatever. So you would not be the first one that, fighting or sports or Street Fighter has taken up out of where you're currently at into whatever the next phase is. So my job is to help you with that.
Let's do it. Get me out of the desert. Get me out of the outback.
Oh my God. Okay, well, we're gonna do our best. It's gonna be a long process, but I think that with uh-oh, hold on. Uh-oh, my camera died. That's not a good sign. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't touch anything.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you've disappeared.
Let me
Magic trick.
unplug this and plug it back in. What the hell? Alright, hold on. I think... Okay, I think my computer... Oh, it's back. Okay. Alright. This is... Okay, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Alright, so...
I
Uh,
might come back in a bit, maybe.
Yeah. Alright, we'll see. If it doesn't, then I'll just like, Oh, there you go. No?
Oh.
Hold on. I think I might have gotten greedy with my stream bitrate and resolution. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna tone this down a little bit, because it definitely doesn't need to be at 60 frames since we're... Okay, if you guys are watching on Twitch or YouTube, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna restart the stream and lower the quality a little bit. Hold on. If only... This is our first time doing this, by the way, guys, in case you can't tell. So, the technical
Welcome to the
hurdles.
test.
Yeah. Oh. Come on. Or maybe... I'm just... Yeah, there's nothing... Okay, this is... No, no, come on. Oh. Alright. Okay. Oh, I kind of want to watch another Bud Light All-Stars ad. Okay, looks like we should be back here. Guys, let me know if... Oh, yeah, alright, we're good. Alright, we're good. Okay.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good. Okay. So, thinking about all that, right? Thinking about trying to get up out the struggle and trying to like get good and whatnot. I mean, Hazzy, you understand that this is going to be a long process, right?
If it takes me years, I will... It takes as long as it takes, but we'll get there.
Okay, it's the journey, not the destination.
Yeah.
Although
Exactly.
Although it would be good to have your destination be not the outback of Australia any longer.
I mean, if it can get me out of the outback, yeah, I'm winning already.
Exactly. So yeah, guys, if you
So
guys...
to put it into perspective for people who don't know, aren't like familiar with Australia, my next town is a 2-hour drive, and there's nothing in between.
So you're basically stuck in isolation.
Yeah. And then the opposite way is the 6-hour drive to the next town.
Well, hopefully the next time you have to leave is for good.
Yeah.
Okay.
The plan.
So, you know, when you were here, we kind of like, I mean, we didn't even really scratch the surface. If you guys saw some of the videos that we put up, they're available on the crosscounter.tv website. Some of them are available here on YouTube. Um, and it's been interesting for me to try to like help you with this stuff because I realized that even though I thought I was kind of creating like beginner level content before, I was actually creating more intermediate stuff. So this will be interesting because what we're gonna do today is kind of see where you're at as well as give you some things to work on. So we got your screen loaded up here. So um, let's go to training mode
Okay.
and then,
Sorry for it's going to be a little bit delayed.
oh, it's okay.
Bear with us.
Yeah, so Hazzy's streaming from Australia, and I'm restreaming her stream right now.
Ryu versus Ryu?
Yeah, for now, until... I mean, I know that you got a hard-on for Jury, but we
I love
gotta
her.
we gotta learn to walk before we can run.
Yeah.
Okay, so last time when we taught, I was like, okay, I have this idea to like create a list of exercises. And the first one was to just like build your execution good enough so that um, you could have the dummy throw fireballs at you and have you to be able to deal with them effectively.
Yeah. This is exciting. I feel like I'm sitting an exam or something.
The first of many.
So just do some fireballs?
Yeah, so first I want you to I mean when we're like warming
Under
up, right?
pressure.
Yeah, like when we're warming up, you know, it's yeah. There you go. Are you using the D-pad or the analog stick?
The D-pad.
Okay, good. Yeah, so do 5 on the left side and then 5 on the right side. 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. All right. Other side.
Oh my gosh. It's one of those moments where like, you know, you can do it and then you know when people are watching and then you get nervous.
Well, there's nobody watching. It's just me and you here.
Still, pressure.
No, there's no pressure, Hazzy, because this is the thing. You only need to throw another like 9,900 fireballs in order to like really be able to do it like, you know, on command. Okay. So, yeah, you're pretty good with throwing them. Now, let's turn the dummy. We're going to record the dummy doing a fireball of its own, and then have you match his fireball with your own fireball.
Oh.
And just so you know, like you're already like a leg up on so many different people because most people when they first start out don't understand the value of training mode, and even more important than that, they don't even understand what they can do with the dummy. So you're a fast learner, Hazzy, and we're gonna build you. Yeah, we're gonna build you piece by piece. All right, cool. Yeah, other side.
Start from the basic starting blocks.
Yeah.
Build the foundation.
You can also press the touchpad, and it'll restart back at square one. If you have your
The touchpad.
Yeah, actually, pause it.
Mm-hmm.
hit the options button and then go to shortcut settings. Actually, here, let me open up training mode on my end. Yeah, and
Yep.
then, so on one of the shortcut settings, it should say,
Restart battle. Turn it on.
yeah.
Still not working with the touchpad.
Okay, hold on, let me load it up and see what it's supposed to be. Oh, actually, or it'll be the L3 button. I don't know what that looks like on yours, or if there is an L3 button on yours. Hold on, let me...
Ah, I did it.
Oh, okay. So, all right, so yeah, so if you press left on the touchpad, then it'll restart in the corner. If you press right, it'll be the other corner. If you press in the center, it should just restart in the middle. That's usually how it works.
I don't know. I didn't get it.
Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. So at least you know how to restart quickly, because this is the thing, like, it's always going to be important to be as efficient as possible. And these little tiny seconds and milliseconds, they really don't seem like a big deal, but they totally add up over time. Okay, so you're doing a good job at matching his fireballs with light, but can you do the same with medium or heavy?
So make him do medium and heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, so the idea is that we're gonna we're gonna like work on each fireball individually. Then when you feel comfortable, then we're gonna turn slot 1 and 2 on so that you're able to, so that you don't know which one he's gonna throw out. Which means, you know, you might be able to, you might get hit sometimes, you might not. Yeah, that's good. All right, turn them both on.
Okay.
Yeah. So the beauty of recording slots as well as the guard recovery actions is that, you know, you can put multiple slots in. And so essentially you could have the dummy choose between 5 different options at random. So we got 3 different fireballs plus EX fireball. So as we get more and more comfortable with matching the fireballs, then we'll move on to using his V skill to parry the fireballs.
Okay. What now? Heavy?
Okay, so now, yeah, now add heavy in there. Yes, you're so efficient. Good job.
It's just had stage fright at the beginning. So on that. Oh no, I'm messing up now.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't really know how far or what speed it's going to be, you're going to have to be a little bit further. Or you can also neutral jump if it looks like the fireball is going to hit you before yours comes out. So basically, you want to limit yourself to just throwing your own fireball. You know, also you also want to be comfortable with throwing out the different speeds. So like, because you're playing on pad, medium punch might feel most comfortable, but there will be instances in which you'll need like a heavy fireball, which is probably your, I don't know, your right trigger or the, what is this button called? R1?
Is there like is there an advantage to using like a light fireball as opposed to a high, like when people just do the heavy one all the time?
So it depends. Like every situation is different. You know, like generally the light fireballs are kind of used to throw off the other guy's timing. Um, but but generally, yeah, like usually you want to use the heavy fireball, but at the same time, if you're like 3/4 or full screen away, um, the oh, for me? Yes. Thank you. You're not gonna finish it? All right. All right. Good meeting you, man. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Got a special wine delivery.
Oh, I wish that would happen to me right now too.
Oh, well,
Where's my wine delivery?
hey, you gotta make your way up here, and then this could be you. Um, Highlander Pony says light fireball is better because it has less calories. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So yeah, like every fireball has a different use for a different situation. Um, but it doesn't matter, if you're far away, if you throw a fast fireball, it's still not going to be that fast. If you're close up and you throw a fast fireball, it's going to have like a bigger impact in general. Okay. So now, seems like you're pretty comfortable in matching the fireballs. Now, what about the last fireball, which is EX fireball, which you're going to need to throw with 2 punch buttons. So it might be easier to either set one of your buttons, like let's say the left trigger, either L1 or L2 to 2 punches.
Oh, not the 3 one, just 2.
No, like throw. Okay, so now the dummy's gonna throw the EX at you, but I want you to just try to only throw EXs at him.
Do I have to use just like a 2 button punch or like a heavy one though?
So you do EX moves. EX moves take 1 bar of your super meter, and you need to press 2 buttons in order to do them. So you can use all 3 punch or 2 punches, whatever. Generally, it's going to be totally fine to just use the all 3 punch button because you also use that for V reversal as well. But whatever feels most comfortable for you. If it were me, I would probably set either L1 or L2 to all 3 punches.
Like default?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it looks like the dummy's out of meter. So pause and then go to gauge settings. And then gauge settings, yeah, and then set the critical gauge to auto recover. Generally, like auto recover is the settings that we're gonna use. Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and turn back the other 3 fireballs on so that it alternates between light, medium, heavy, and EX. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Okay, now try to do your own EX fireballs. So just, if you may or may not be able to react, but if you see it coming, then yeah, I'll see. Now it's getting hard.
Ah, I'm scared. Leave me alone.
Okay. So here's a nice
I've lost my
little
touch.
game. Pause and then go to gauge settings and then set the one player health gauge to normal. That way, if you get hit by too many fireballs, you'll just die and it'll
I'm
reset.
dead.
Yeah.
Oops. Oops. Ah.
Looks like maybe you have a weak side.
Get
Which is your
on my safe side.
Which is your weak side? The right side?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Go back to that side.
No. Oops. No. I don't like this side.
I know. I mean, it's kind of like if you're trying to learn how to do a handstand or something, but like one arm is stronger than the other, like you got to spend extra time on like,
Balance out. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm dead.
Haha.
Ah!
See, now there are real consequences.
Dead. Yeah. Makes it more scary.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing it again. Okay.
Okay, go back to gauge settings and set the dummy's health to normal also. That way you guys are both, it won't feel like so hopeless where you have no chance of beating this guy. Man, this guy is such a wine tease. Came in here, give me like, well, he gave me some earlier. I can't complain.
Who is he? Just the wine guy. The wine fairy.
He works around the corner.
Oh.
All right, go back to the other side. Go back to your weak side. Okay, so when you
Oops.
whenever your fireball doesn't come out and you like
Oh my gosh.
you mess up more than once, it's important to like look at the input display and see like, oh, where did I go wrong? So usually what it is when I'm looking at your inputs is you're hitting the all three punch button too soon.
Oops.
You might also find that it's easier on the left side to throw the EX fireball with the trigger, but maybe it's harder on the right side to do it. Maybe it's harder on the right side to use like L1 or L2. Maybe, I don't know. But if it is, then that would be an instance where you can just use light and medium punch and it might be a little less awkward.
Yeah, that does feel a bit easier.
Yeah, this is why I don't play on pad.
It's like, yeah, there's too much going on the left side of my hand.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's just super awkward. Oh, hey, all right, you did it. Okay, good. All right, now let's work on V-skill. So basically, this is another instance where it may be helpful to set one of your buttons to V-skill, which is medium punch and medium kick. Because part of the problem with reuse parry and any sort of parry V-skill in this game is that if you're having to physically press two buttons, you kind of run the risk of like a lot of things going wrong. Like, oh, maybe you miss the button, or maybe you don't hit it exactly at the same time. So setting one of your buttons to V-skill can help to alleviate that.
Which one? Heavy triple kick.
Yeah.
Controller setting?
Yeah.
Wait, did I just change? Oops. Mm. Okay. Oh, oops, that is my bad. That's not the right one. V trigger. That's what I want to do. No, wrong one.
No,
What am I
V-skill.
meant to be changing it to?
V-skill.
V skill. There we go. Oops. Ah. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, it's definitely easier than pressing two buttons.
Yeah. And that's, you know, we want to make everything as straightforward with as little risk as possible.
Oops.
Because
You got me.
yeah, the more that we can reduce the risk, the better. Uh-oh.
How come the dummy messes up sometimes? I'm pretty sure that wasn't me.
If the dummy messes up, it's because you can only have one fireball on the screen at once.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So, like this in my opinion is like a pretty useful exercise when you're first starting out because it allows you to build muscle memory. Oh, okay. Here, so see here, it's too easy if you just stand there and press the button. Because in a real match, it wouldn't be that easy. In a real match, you'd be walking back and forth. And also you
Okay.
should know that you don't have to be pressing, you don't need to be in neutral in order for the parry to come out. So you could be holding down back and then parry. Or you could be walking forward and parry. Or you could be walking backwards and parry.
Ah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like that's actually one of the few advantages aside from like being comfortable or whatever, but when you play on stick, if you had one of your buttons set to parry, you could be holding down back and then double tap the parry button, um, kind of like you could be holding down back and then just hit it twice, and then you know you would reduce the amount of error that could go into it. So the other advantage of, the other reason why you might use V-Skill aside from looking cool is that it builds up your V-trigger. So go back to gauge settings and then go to V-gauge and set that to normal and then restart the battle and then uh, there you go. So now you can see like how many you have to parry in order to get like 1 bar or 2 bars. And you'll notice that if you get hit, you also build your V gauge as well. So every time you build it up, then restart.
Oops.
Wow, yeah, there you go. So you can see like it takes 6 parries of the fireball in order to build up like 1 stock of your V gauge. But also you should know that when you're really close like that, it's going to be super hard to parry anything on reaction. So at that range, it's basically just like a guess. So it's like we want to stand at a range where you will be able to react and also try to simulate a real match, because it's unlikely that you're going to be holding still in a match. You're probably going to be like walking, or you're going to be like backdashing, or you might just be blocking. Okay, so basically what we're trying to do is alternate between working a little bit on offense, working a little bit on defense, and then going back and forth. So let's practice what you would do when you actually have V-trigger active. So the thing about V-trigger is that it's gonna activate. You're gonna be able to activate it at least once per round, which means that you need to know the ins and outs of it, because you're gonna use it almost every time. So the way that you activate is by pressing heavy punch and heavy kick together. And essentially what that does is puts Ryu into Denjin mode. And at that point, his fireballs become way faster. He can charge them. His uppercuts do more damage. I think his punches do more stun as well. But it also allows for interesting combo opportunities that wouldn't be possible otherwise. Alright, activate. And then try to do your EX, so that you can kind of see like how much faster they all can be. Yeah, there you go. And so if you when you throw it, if you hold the button, then he'll charge it, and then the fireball can get to the point where it's fully charged and then would become unblockable. So it's kind of hard to hit in a real match, but at the same time, like, as a student of the game, like, you need to know, it's always a good idea to know as much about your character as possible. And so having a strong understanding of, like, what does his V-trigger do, and how do you use it in a real match, and
Oops.
how do you build it, like, through your V-skill and through taking damage and all this stuff.
How?
Yeah, you see how that one, like, when you charge it, it'll be 3 hits, and so it'll tear right through his 1-hit fireball or even his 2-hit EX fireball.
Cool.
And when you hit a fully charged fireball, it'll generally raise his stun gauge pretty
Uh-oh.
high.
Sorry, Australian internet. I got kicked out again.
Oh.
Does it matter if you're logged out of the
No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. So let's see, what did we do? We did fireballs, and then we did parrying, and then we did a little bit with V-trigger. Now let's switch back to defense, and then we'll practice doing anti-airs, because it's important to be like a well-rounded player. You don't want to be somebody that's known for having like really strong offense but super terrible defense. Like especially at the beginning when you're fighting people in like rookie or bronze or silver. Like really what gets you out of that rank is your ability to defend yourself, not so much your ability to do crazy combos and all this stuff, because those instances may or may not come. But what you can always count on at the lower levels of Street Fighter V is for like rookie and bronze players to just come at you like crazy people. So that's why defense is more important than most people give it credit for. And so one of the things that's going
Yeah,
to be common.
I've never been I've never been good at defense.
Oh, well, now.
So yeah.
So generally, like Ryu is okay at everything in this game, but he's not super good at anything. But you can always count on his uppercut to save you from crazy people that want to jump in on you. So let's use one of our recording slots and have dummy Ryu jump in with heavy kick. The other thing you should know is that the recording slots carry over even after you like shut the game down. So in theory, you can, once you have like a set of recording slots saved, you can just load them up whenever, and even if you switch characters, it'll still do the same thing. Okay, so now back up far enough away that you'll be able to hit him with a deep uppercut, medium punch uppercut, because medium has the most invincibility.
Oops.
Actually, you know what? Before we even, let's do that one last. I don't want to skip ahead. Just do standing light punch when he jumps. Like, standing light punch used to be the like one of the best anti-airs in the game. I just don't know how much they really like changed it in season 2 for Ryu, but I don't think it's as good. But some characters have really good light anti-airs. Yeah, so you'll notice that if you stand too close, he's just going to go over your head. So you kind of want to stand like maybe like half screen away or quarter screen away.
And punch him when he's like coming down on me?
Yeah, like right before he hits. Yeah, because the light punch comes out so fast, and also if the angle is wrong, then either you'll get hit or you'll trade. Okay, here, hold on. Let me set this up and then. Here, I'm gonna record one on my end. Oh, okay. All right, never mind. So this used to be like one of the best anti-airs in the game, and now it kind of sucks. Oh, I hit it. I hit it once. Well, season one Ryu was like one of the best characters for sure. Usually that's what happens. Like Ryu starts strong and then they like make him kind of shitty. Okay. All right. So don't worry about standing light punch because that's no longer a good anti-air. Instead, do crouching heavy punch. So if he's jumping over you, then you're standing too close. So after you hit him with the crouching heavy punch, then backdash. That way you create more space. Try to hit it a little bit earlier so that it says, so that you get a counter hit.
Oops.
There you go. Yeah, good. Because like you should be able, if you're already kind of like walking back and forth or crouching, you should be able to react pretty quickly. Good.
KO.
Okay, so that's probably his most his easiest anti-air. But there's also another one which is standing heavy kick, which is better if you're like really far away. Oops. Both of these moves. Oh, there's also back heavy kick, which I forgot is good in this in season 2 now. So back heavy kick is good if they're close to you, and standing neutral heavy kick is good if they're far away.
Oops. I was gonna watch you for a bit.
Okay. So that's back heavy kick. See how if I'm really close, then I'll be able to hit him before he goes over me. Oops. So if you're like this close, then you could either do crouching heavy punch or back heavy kick, whichever. Actually, I'm not actually sure which one does more damage. Okay, so that does 84, and this one does 48. Okay, so this one gives you like is probably more reliable and like maybe a better angle, but this one does more damage. But if you were far, then you could just do a regular standing heavy kick, and that would do the trick as well. But and the reason why this might be good is because if you hit a counter hit, you'll get a crush counter. I keep doing it wrong. Oops. But it's not super important to be able to hit the crush counter. Most people, once you get to a certain level, are not going to be jumping at you from a range at which standing heavy kick will hit. But I pointed out just because, you know, on the lower levels, you totally might be playing guys that do jump from super far away, and you might not be sure what to do about it. Yeah, so it's like when you're first starting out, it can be better to use these normal anti-airs because it might be kind of hard to be able to hit your uppercut like on command. But that's not to say that it's not worth trying to learn, because just in the same way that you only need to throw like 9,900 more fireballs in order to do it without thinking, like same goes for like anti-air uppercuts. So yeah, try to do the medium uppercut, but do it right before. You want to do it as late as possible so that it hits as deep as possible. Because if you hit it too early, it won't do as much damage.
Oops.
There you go. Good. Nice.
Oops.
Yeah, see how
Was
that
that
does?
when we trade like damage? Does that mean I did it too late?
Yeah, that means you did it too late. Uh, because if you do it just right, then it'll do 120 damage, 150 stun, and it'll be like as late as possible. But you'll notice that if you hit it early, it only does like, what is that, like 57? Yeah, see that one did 114. Um, that one did 108. That one did 54. Yeah, so the later that you do it, the more damage it'll do.
Mm,
But
okay.
it takes practice, because you know you have to be able to uh, like you have to be able to do it when you're standing still, but you also have to be able to do it when he's jumping at you. And you have to be comfortable with like the different ranges, because what you'll find is that if you're too close and you uppercut him, like yeah, it'll hit, but it's not going to be you're not hitting it deep, so it's not going to do as much damage. Whereas when you're standing far away and you wait until the last possible moment, that's when you're going to get the most amount of damage, because you're hitting the uppercut where it has the most amount of invincibility frames.
Oops. Got him.
Nice. Yeah, so I would probably, in my quest to create like a Google spreadsheet training regimen, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put I'm gonna write that one down. So uh, fireball recording slots, and then V-skill practice, and then anti-air normals, and anti-air DPs. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we can put it. We can kind of put one of these together. Um, so if it feels like when they jump in you don't have enough time to react, then what you can do is activate V trigger while they're jumping midair, and then you'll get like an extra like second or two to get ready to uppercut them once the screen unfreezes. Oh, so
Okay.
pause and then go to gauge settings and then set your V gauge back to auto recover.
Oops. Yeah, I got him.
Nice. Good job. Yeah, so when after you hit it, then just restart.
Oops.
Yeah. See how that's like a little bit easier? Um,
Mm,
so
time
because
to think.
yeah, like your V gauge is gonna build up uh at least once per round. So it may be kind of a like a I'm not gonna say it's rare, it just doesn't happen all the time, but it's still good for you to know that when you activate V trigger that the time stops and you get an extra second to think about what to do. Nice. Yeah, and you'll notice that it does, when you hit the uppercut deep like that, it does 10 extra damage and 50 extra stun. So 200 stun is actually like pretty substantial because most characters' average stun gauge is 1,000.
Ah,
Nice. Okay. How you feeling so far?
good. Um, yeah, because I haven't really been using the V trigger like at all,
Hmm.
like since I've started playing. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I can start practicing.
we haven't talked about it too much. Um,
Haven't got that yet.
no, yeah, but that's the thing, we're
Mm,
trying to build it like one step at a time.
yeah, but
Um,
I'm definitely like useful getting some like defense tips.
yes.
'Cause-
Okay, so speaking of
Yeah.
defense, the last thing that we sh that we should talk about when it comes to like alternating between offense and defense and working on building up our V trigger so that we can activate into some kind of crazy combo is is V reversal. So set your V gauge to auto recover. And then we're gonna set a new uh, guard recovery action, or sorry, not a guard recovery action, a new recording slot. And let's see, what should it be? Oops. Okay, so I'm just gonna do standing medium punch into crouching heavy punch. So it looks like this. So the way that you do V reversal is while you're blocking, you immediately press forward in all three punches at the same time. So what it does is it allows you to interrupt the opponent's offense and essentially pull you out of block stun so that you can counterattack with your V reversal. So Ryu's V reversal is pretty good because it scores a knockdown. there we go. So when you hit it, then you should be able to hit the V reversal before his crouching heavy punch comes out. And as a bonus, when you hit it, if it connects successfully, then what you'll notice is that he does he gets gray life damage, and gray life is important because it takes a long time to regenerate, and you can, if you hit him one more time before the gray life regenerates, then that damage becomes permanent.
Okay. Cool. Is there a, so you have to get like in time after that first punch perfectly?
Yeah. I mean, you could do it after the you could do it after the second one. I just use that example because if you were to do something besides V reversal, either nothing would come out because you're stuck in block stun, or you would get hit. Or sorry, well maybe
So it like breaks the combo?
it kind of like interrupts the block string.
Okay.
Like actually, here's a better one. Don't do crouching. Instead of standing medium punch, crouching heavy punch, just do crouching medium punch into medium punch fireball. Like cancel it. And so, yeah, that's a much better example actually.
Into what?
Crouching medium punch into medium punch fireball, but you have to be right up next to him. Because you want to make sure that the crouching medium punch makes contact with him.
Like that? Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
It will come out soon. Like that.
Yep. Just like that.
Oops. Which one did I record on? Oh, do I need him to be against the wall?
You just need
Wait.
you just need to be close enough to him for the crouching medium punch to make contact. Okay. Here, let's try it like this. Try if you're having trouble, back away and just block the fireball and then immediately V reversal by pressing forward and all three punches. So as soon as you see the fireball connect, you want to release back and press forward and all three punches.
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's
yeah. There you go. Yeah, so practice it a bunch of times until you get comfortable, because as you can see, like if you do it too soon, you're going to get hit by the fireball. If you do it too late, like it's not going to come out. And then when you feel comfortable, then go back to the right side. Good. And so what you'll notice is that every time you use V reversal, it's going to use one of his V trigger stocks. So that means that because Ryu only has a 2-stock V trigger, like once he has V trigger and the gauge is full, either you have 2 V reversals to work with or 1 V trigger, which means that if you don't do something with your meter, then you're kind of like missing opportunities to either defend yourself or to apply offensive pressure.
Use the resources.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some people disagree, but personally, I feel like Street Fighter V is largely about resource management and space control. And your resources are the V gauge, your super meter, the stun bars, of course the health, but also the timer and your screen position are also resources.
Ah.
Does it feel harder on the right? Does it feel like more awkward on the right side versus the left?
Um, right side's easier
Oh, okay. All right.
for some reason. I don't know why I can't. It's hard on the left side. Mm.
Okay, so now I want you to get close enough so that you block the first crouching medium punch and then V-reversal him before the fireball comes out. Or V-reversal him so that the V-reversal goes through the fireball and he gets hit. But you're going to need to be up like right next to him.
Oops.
So remember, you don't need to block. It might be easier to block low because you're going to be like stationary. Yeah, there you go. Good. Nice.
Yay!
And it should be noted also that when you have all that gray life, you can't kill him with it. You have to connect a real hit. So go ahead and hit him with like anything, and then you'll see, yeah, see how much gray life was converted off of one hit like that. So because
Mm.
Ryu's V-reversal is pretty good, starts up fast, and also scores a knockdown, like it immediately puts them on the defensive if it hits. Okay, so
Good.
now, even though it's not that, you're probably not going to see a whole lot of V-reversals at the lower levels, but it's still important as we like learn about our character and learn about the game to be able to know what to do about any particular move. So now I want you to pause and then go to dummy settings and then set the dummy status to dummy and then set guard to guard all. And then go to record guard recovery actions. And then go to slot 1. And then it'll count down from 3 to 1. And then as soon as you see him like he'll kind of like shake a little bit, which is like his block stun animation. Then I want you to press forward and all three punches so that his V reversal comes out. So if you did it right, then it'll say reversal and the V reversal comes out.
Okay. Okay. Wait. I forgot where dummy settings was. What do I do from here?
Set guard to guard all.
Okay.
And then go to record guard recovery actions.
And then do the... What do I press?
Forward and all three punches so that he gets V reversal. So you want to do it right when it hits.
Okay,
zero.
quick, okay, cool.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so now go back and then you go back to dummy settings and then go to set guard recovery actions and then turn slot 1 to on. So now anytime you hit him with like maybe not a light attack, but like a medium or a heavy attack, he'll do V reversal.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so now he's going to V reversal over and over and over. So, what do you think? What do you think might be some possible ways to counter V reversal?
Do it back to him? Does that work? No.
Try it. Because look at it. If you hit a button, he blocks and then V reversals, then you would have to block his V reversal in order to hit him with your own.
Got it.
There you go. But here's the problem. In order to do that counter, you need to have one stock to spare. So what if you had no V gauge?
It's not gonna work.
Yeah. So when we think about like rock, paper, scissors as it pertains to Street Fighter, right? Like blocking beats attacking, attacking beats throws, and throws beat blocking. So it's kind of like, you know, rock, paper, scissors. So imagine or try to think about where V reversal might fit into that.
Wins if you have it charged up.
Yeah, like in a game where throws beat blocking and attacks beat throws and blocking beats attacking, where like V reversal fits in there somewhere. We just have to figure out where it is, because it definitely has a counter. I mean, you can definitely block his and then do your own, but there's another easier 0-bar solution.
Throwing?
All right, try it.
What was my throw button again?
So you have one
Did I make one?
You have one button set to parry and then one button set to all three punches. So either you're going to have to sacrifice one of those or you're going to have to throw manually. Oh, shit.
Ah.
So this kind of like changes the whole thing, right?
Mm.
Because if you know that they're gonna V-reversal, then you can bait it out and then throw them.
Okay.
Or, if they know that you're gonna V-reversal, then they're probably gonna throw you.
So don't do it like too often, because people will get that you're gonna do it.
It's not so much like don't do it too often. It's more just like you have to know anything that you do, you need to kind of know what the counter is, so you can use that as a gauge to determine what their skill level is. Like for example, like you might play somebody that has no idea what V-reversal even does or why it's important or what it's useful for. So maybe they just never V-reversal and they have no idea how to counter your V-reversal. So that would tell you, because you know the ins and outs of V-reversal, oh, okay, this guy is like not that good. So I'll just treat him like he's not that good and just keep on doing V-reversal if he gets me in the corner, and I
Yeah.
never have to worry. So it's more like just a way to gauge someone's skill, I guess.
It's not working anymore. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Hmm, let's see. I think you're waiting too long. There you go. So what was the difference?
I'm not sure. I'm doing it wrong again. Sorry. Like, again, being in Australia, I'm like in the future. You have to wait for it to catch up.
You might be doing it. If you're not doing it too late, you're doing it too soon.
Okay. All right. Now I've got it back again.
So what was it? Were you doing it too late or
Yeah, I
too
was
soon?
like, yeah, I was too late, and then I was doing too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where like generally in Street Fighter 5 and other modern fighting games, it's easy. You're more likely to have done something too soon or too early than you are to do it too late, because the game is kind of just designed that way.
Oops.
Okay. So we covered kind of a
Does that
lot.
work against anyone's reversal move?
Ah, that's a good question. So the best way to find out is to test it. So go to character select and then pick, just hit random, and then stick with Ryu and then set the dummy to random.
I have to go back out to the main menu, right?
Yeah. Maybe there was character select on one of the other menus. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Oh my god, what? It's almost 6 a.m.
Oh my god.
It's okay, today's Friday over here. So,
Yeah, nighttime's better anyway.
yeah.
What time is it for me? 9 p.m. Almost. Will she? I have to redo the settings.
I don't. Oh, actually, you might have to redo the settings because her V reversal is done with all 3 kicks instead of punches. Yeah, you have to record the guard recovery action first.
I don't have all 3 kicks, do I?
No, you're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
I can't do that. No, I'm gonna have to change the settings. It's hard on controller, I
I
think.
know, I know.
Like my finger is not like fat enough to like. How do you even do it? Do you like?
Well, if I was playing on, I personally believe that each character has an optimal button configuration for pad and stick based on being able to set 2 of the buttons to either throw or V-skill or all 3 punches or kicks. So either you gotta do it the old-fashioned way or you gotta set one of your buttons to all 3 kicks for the sake of being able to get Mika's V reversal out and executed.
But how does anyone do like a light and medium kick on on this? Like, does
Oh.
anyone do that or no?
Well, either you would probably use your thumb and press them at the same time, or you would set one of these 4 buttons to all 3 kicks.
Yeah. But so like I mean, but no one does like 2 at a time, like a medium. That's like
Oh.
not a thing you do on controller.
Generally.
Because it's too difficult to press those buttons. I don't
Right.
know if people have like huge thumbs. Maybe they can do it.
Well, that's the thing. You generally don't need to press 2 buttons. You either need to press 1 or 3. So in this instance,
Okay. So it's not really a thing that you have to press ever.
no, not really, but definitely, I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad for my thumbs personally, but I also don't play pad, and this is why. I mean, that's just one of the many reasons.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. Oh my God, I'm so glad you know all this training mode stuff because most people in your situation have no idea.
Okay, cool. Ah, she got me. Oops. Oops. Think I'm doing it too late? I mean, does it work?
Let me
It should work.
let me load it up.
Oh, no, I got it.
Oh, okay.
I got it. We got there.
Yeah. So like
Wrong timing.
there are some characters that generally you can't throw them out of their V reversals, but most characters you can. It's kind of like Chun, Birdie, Ken. Those are the ones that come to mind that have strike V reversals, because generally they're kind of categorized as like strikes with knockdown, strikes without a knockdown, and then like an escape move. Like for example, like Nash has a teleport. Rashid has a roll. But yeah, Mika's is kind of unique because not only is it a hit and a knockdown, but it also counts as a throw. So that means that they can only do quick rise or no quick get up. They can't do a back roll because it's a throw.
I don't know what you just said.
That's okay. We'll cover it next time. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
um, I'm fading pretty fast, but are you thinking you're gonna be, I mean, are you, are you gonna be up late playing or what?
Uh, oh, well, I mean, it's the weekend for me. I don't have anything to get up for.
Okay. So, generally, like, I think it's good practice to, once you kind of like, I mean, because we covered a lot, right? Like, we did
Mm.
fireballs, we did parrying with V-skill, we did anti-air normals, we did anti-air uppercuts, we activated V-trigger, and then we worked on V-reversals, and then we worked on countering V-reversals. So at some point, um, it's good to just like start, uh, to just start playing against the dummy. And training mode is a really good place for it because what you can do is set status to dummy, set the CPU difficulty to like 2 or 3 maybe, and then set all your gauges to auto recover. And then when you restart, you're gonna be fighting a regular no, set it all to normal.
Oh,
Yeah, because the idea is like, oh, we want to simulate a real match. But
okay.
go back to Ryu. Um, and I feel like there's probably also like one more, probably one more combo uh, that I'll just show you real quick. That's like super easy, and that's just jump in, heavy kick, and then medium punch, medium medium punch, heavy kick. And this isn't like super optimized or anything, but it's also pretty easy to do.
Heavy kick, medium punch, heavy kick.
Yeah, just start with just medium punch, and then heavy kick. So this is what's called a target combo, which means that like these attacks just flow into each other. Oh wait, yeah, there you go. Well, he's not gonna do too much to you at like level 2 or 3.
Oops.
Yeah, and if they're not standing, then the heavy kick is gonna whiff. So, in the instance that heavy kick, in the instance that you can see that they're just crouching, then you either need to hit them low with a move that will hit whether they're crouching or standing, or you need to do a move that will hit that will stand them up. Because certain moves have a property like a force stand property that like if you hit them, then they'll stand up for a moment. And once they're up, then you could hit them with like something else because they're standing. Whereas if they're crouching, it wouldn't work. Yeah, there you go. So, turn the CPU off. Just set it back to dummy in dummy settings. and then what you'll see is that if you just do crouching heavy punch, set state to crouch, and set guard to after first attack. Yeah, see how he stands up for a moment and then goes back to crouching?
Yeah.
So now, try this. So when he's crouching, if you just stand up next to him and then do light tatsu, which is backwards fireball with kick, then you see how it just never connects, like no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So what we do in this situation is we need to force him to stand. So yeah, there you go. Okay, now do it so that you can do it 5 times in a row on each side. Nice. Oh, and wouldn't it be nice if the dummy just got up faster?
I do
So,
that.
pause, go to dummy settings, and then set recovery from no recovery to normal recovery.
Did I like when I do the crouching heavy punch and he doesn't like stand up? Is that because I was doing it too fast after like the last hit or something?
No, he'll always stand. But if it doesn't,
Oh, like that. He blocked it.
oh, if he blocked it, that probably means that you hit him. Because remember, we have guard set to auto guard, or sorry, to guard after first hit. So that means that if you mistime your combo, he'll block. But also if you, um, if you hit him as he's getting up, he's gonna block as well.
Yeah, okay. He did.
Nice. Okay, so now here's the real kicker, right? Is like, how are we even gonna hit this in a real match if we're not sure if it's gonna hit, right? Like, what if he was blocking? Then you know, your Tatsu will come out, but he was blocking low, and then if you're fighting a strong player, like, now you're dead. So, we're going to add one more hit to the beginning of this sequence, which is standing medium punch. Because standing medium punch links into crouching heavy punch. Like so. So if it doesn't come out, then that means that you're doing the, yeah, there you go. Okay, now I want you, after you do the standing medium punch, I want you to wait longer before you do the crouching heavy punch.
So he blocks it?
Yeah. There you go. So the reason why he blocks is because auto guard is set to on, and like you're waiting too long. So it's like when you're first learning a combo, it's, you know, it's important to like know what the right timing is, but also be able to identify like what it looks like and what it feels like when you have the timing wrong. And then basically like kind of work
to get like
your way.
exactly
Yeah, exactly.
the right pinpoint.
Yeah, because every time you do it, your brain will kind of like auto calibrate a little bit back and forth. Like, oh, first you're doing it too fast, and then you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna slow it down, and then the game is like, oh, okay, you waited too long. So when you're working on these combos and sequences, it's important to recognize how it goes both ways. So now you can put it all together. Standing medium punch against a crouching opponent, standing medium punch, crouching heavy punch into light Tatsu. But remember, like, if you have trouble with it, then you gotta like go back to just that part of the combo. Oh, there you go. Good job.
I do this when I'm doing like trials, like I'll do the first half and then I'll do the second half, and then when I put it together I just like mumble it all up.
Yeah. Well, in this instance, there's kind of like there's like standing medium punch and a crouching heavy punch is like part 1, and maybe like part 2 is crouching heavy punch into light Tatsu. But if you're not totally comfortable with the motion on the Tatsu, then that could be considered like a segment of its own. So you kind of have like 3 different parts to work on, but you'll find that, you know, when you practice this like a little bit every day, it's going to get easier and easier every time you do it.
It's like a musical instrument.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, there's definitely a rhythm, a timing for different combos and sequences and characters and stuff. And so it's just building that up in your mind. Okay, so now, for it to get really tricky, right? I want you to set guard from after first attack to random. And so the idea is like, it kind of simulates a real match because you're not going to know if it hits. So if it connects, if he blocks, then don't do anything. If it connects, then do the full combo. So this is what's called hit confirming.
Mm. So much to like take in. My brain.
Yeah, it's a lot. We covered a lot of good stuff today, though. We did fireballs. We recorded recording slots of the dummy throwing fireballs at us. We worked on matching them with EX fireballs, regular fireballs. We practiced parrying with the V skill. We practiced parrying all these fireballs. Then we practiced doing anti-air normals. And then we moved up to anti-air uppercuts. And then we even worked on V-trigger and to see how many fireballs it would take in order to build up one stock of V-gauge. And then we even activated V-trigger in the middle of the dummy jumping at us to see how V-trigger could stop time for a second and give us enough time to uppercut. And then we worked on V-reversal, both on offense and on defense, how to counter V-reversal, how to do V-reversal, what it takes resource-wise. And then finally we went to the target combo, medium punch, heavy punch into heavy kick. And then we took it up a notch and we went to crouching heavy punch into light tatsu. And then we put it all together by doing standing medium punch, crouching heavy punch into light tatsu. And then we took it one step further by making the
We've
dummy.
done so much.
Yeah, we did a lot. We even simulated a real match by setting the dummy to random guard so that we could practice hit confirming whether or not the medium punch was blocked or not. And that's pretty good for a day.
Yeah. Intense.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I learned a lot.
Awesome. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Thank you for your wisdom.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for being such a good student. You're a fast learner.
Thanks.
I'm impressed.
Oh, good. Good.
I'm impressed. Okay. There are people in the chat. There's like 57 people watching on YouTube. There's probably like 5 watching on Twitch.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. For those that are sitting around watching, let me know if you guys have any questions, anything that we didn't quite cover or anything, and then, or maybe they'll have some interesting questions, but one guy says, Rob H says, go Hazzy.
Thank you.
Steezy Cam asks if I've slept yet. The answer is no. Yeah, alright. Alright.
What are they doing? Where are they from?
I don't know. Where are you? Where
are
are
you
you
guys
guys from? It's like 6:09 here in LA.
Is anyone from Australia? Any Aussie mates?
Lucas de Carvalho is in Brazil. Corey TP is in Florida. Bree number 20 is in Canada and it's 9 a.m. Ray Ishima is in Illinois. Flomo's in Toronto. Marth Kiske is in Florida. Taiko Kia is in Singapore. Azrael Sword is in Argentina. Wagner Plague is in Brazil. SSJDK Heroes in Illinois. I am E-Badger is in the UK. Thomas Brown is also in the UK. Heat Risers in Kentucky. And that's pretty much
That's
everybody.
crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone go to sleep. Everyone have a good night. Go to sleep. Even if it's daytime.
Yep.
Just have a little nap.
Yep.
Treat
time
yourselves.
for a nap.
Yeah.
Any questions, Hazzy? Anything that was unclear?
Nah, not really. Like, it was pretty thorough. Maybe some questions will come up in the next few days. Like, I'll practice everything we did here over the next few days, and then yeah, next
Cool.
time I'll maybe have some questions.
All right. Oh, we got an interesting suggestion from Azrael Sword. Make a tournament to win a date with Hazzy.
Oh.
What would... Then we
Where
would
would you guys like to go? What would we do?
Yeah. More importantly, what would the entry fee be?
I think I'd have to we'd have to do it not in where I'm from. Not
Right.
in the outback. It's not the best place for dates out here. That's a good one.
CHJA Gray says, we would play some Street Fighter, of course. Azrael Sword says a 15-minute date for fun. Skate Noodle says entry fee equals a rose. I think we're going to need to do a little bit better than that.
Okay, excited.
But who knows? Maybe we'll have some sort of, we'll come up with some way.
We could do like, you know those TV shows like those like, I don't know if they have them in Australia, in America, but there's one here called Farmer Wants a Wife. And there's like this farmer and he's like you know those like those TV shows like when they try and find a husband or a wife. And then they give the rose and then like at the end they get married.
Oh, like...
We should do that to find my Street Fighter husband.
Okay, it's gonna take...
Consisting of tournaments and yeah, on the lookout for Street Fighter husband.
Mr. Papa Teddy Bear says the FGC version of The Bachelorette.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. We're gonna have
a TV idea right there.
Yeah, we're
TV
gonna
show
have the
idea.
FGC version of The Bachelorette where the winner... I feel like it can't be decided on skill alone, though. I feel like there would be two brackets. One is like the skill bracket, and the other is like Hazzy's choice bracket.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then the two finalists of each bracket make it all the way to the end, and then have to do some combination of beating each other's ass in Street Fighter and
they have to sweep
winning.
me off my feet.
Yes.
Not only
right
in real life, but also like with a sweeping kick on Street Fighter.
Yeah. And if for some reason you're able to beat them, then they're like, I don't know, there must be some sort of, I don't know. They can't let you win, But at the same time, if you're better than them, like, do you really want to go out with them? They would have to compensate in some other way.
Yeah.
I think we're on to something.
Yeah, this could be an interesting TV show.
Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna have to figure out what the entry fee is, you know? Um, maybe people have to like buy a thing or subscribe, or they have to, the entry fee is like whatever a date would cost, right? Like, what was last time you went on a date? Like, where did you go and what did you do?
Me, I've never really been on a proper date.
Shut up. Get out of here.
I've gone out with really bad guys who don't know how to like. Yeah, last time I went to was to the circus. No, not the circus, the fair, like
Okay.
with like rides and stuff.
Okay.
I think he spent petrol money to get there, and it was like a 15-minute drive.
Okay.
And then I bought him an ice cream. So actually, I lost money.
So what you're saying is that people can enter for like $5 and then you'll buy them all ice cream?
Yeah, that's my past experiences with dating. Oh, maybe we'll have to up it a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
maybe.
buying a lot of ice cream.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something. I mean, here in America, even though it's not something that I personally would advise anybody, but like if you were to take a girl out like to dinner or to drinks or something, I mean, you're spending at least $50 or $60 minimum. So, you know, obviously dates can be done on the cheap, or even if you're like the guys that Hazzy likes, they could be even done where the girl pays for you. But that's not the kind of operation we're running here.
I'm just doing it wrong. I don't know where I'm going wrong, but I don't seem to be doing it right.
Well, you know, you got dozens of Street Fighter fans that maybe want that would want to pay some sort of entry fee to get into a tournament to win a date. Here's the twist, though. How do you go on a date with somebody that is stuck in Australia unless you also live in Australia?
And I doubt they are in northern WA, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I think what it's going to come down to is with a $50 tournament, we would have to figure out we would have to do the math on the plane ticket, right? Because if, let's say that for some reason they were like based in LA and happened, you know, so you flew from Australia to LA, then we would just have to calculate, well, how much is that going to cost? Oh, it's $1,500. Entry fee is $50, which is the equivalent of one date. You know, then that means that the tournament can only support like 30 or 32 players, or the tournament needs like 32 players minimum in order.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody's gonna have to pay.
And then the winner gets the date with Hazzy.
Yeah, exactly. But you know.
And then we can like do a video of us playing Street Fighter.
Well, if it goes really well,
it'll be posted.
Yeah. And if it goes really well, we're gonna have to cut the cameras. People are gonna have to read the fine print on these rules, though. This ain't no ordinary Evo or Capcom Cup rule set. There's gonna be some super fine print about like having to return Hazzy back by like 10 p.m. You know, us
Yes.
gonna need a copy of our driver's license, do a full background check, credit check, check for felonies.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah. I want to come back in one piece.
yeah, I mean, and that's only, date one. I mean, congratulations. Even if you make it to round two, we would definitely run a second tournament in order to find a worthy competitor. So now you got two. I mean, really, you would need, to do a proper choice, you need 3 dates to choose from. So we have to run 3 win a date with Hazzy tournaments with the entry fee, the low price of $50. 32-man cap or woman, 32-person cap. I don't know what your preferences are, Hazzy, but if there was some other girl out there that was trying to win your heart, I mean, I think you'd be
Yeah,
open-minded.
we can do that.
Yeah.
Love has no boundaries.
Exactly. Oh God, we are one. Don't even get your hopes up, young lady, or anybody at home watching. This is totally not going to happen. But you know what we probably could do, though? Have you seen these? Did I show you these?
No. Oh my gosh, it happened.
It happened.
It happened.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh. Can I have one of those shirts?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, we got pink ones for girls. All
It happened.
1 of you, 2 of you. And then this one is blue and big and whatnot.
That's so good. I love that.
Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll be like, all right, anybody who buys one of these shirts, that'll be the entry fee. If you buy one of these shirts, you get a special link to join a tournament you'll get a special link to join 2 tournaments. One is a skill-based tournament, and the other is a Hazzy. We'll make them fill out a bio, and then you'll review the bio, and then we'll pit player A versus player B.
I want like a video audition, like auditions with like.
Oh my god, dude, this is terrible. But I believe it'll work. Oh my god, that's fucking funny.
What do you guys think? You up for it?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? X Munico, CHJA Gray, Azrael Sword. What do you guys
the date
think?
will consist of playing loads of Street Fighter, and then I'll buy you an ice cream.
Well, you set a precedent,
Any flavor.
Any flavor. Wow. Oh. Okay. CHJA Gray says, I like it. X Munico says, let's do it, but no high-level players, LOL. Truth Advocate says, when's the date with gootecks? I'll enter that. Oh,
this could be a running series.
Steezy Cam says, date with gootecks.
We can double date.
Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. Dude, yeah. All right, we'll do a double date. Well, yeah, people are into it. We'll see what happens though, but I think we're onto something.
Where are you gonna take your date?
Where am I going to take my date?
Yeah.
Uh, well, is it a guy? Is it a gay date or is it a girl date?
Uh, who are the ones who said they want to enter it for you? Are they girls
Guess.
or
Well,
guys?
I don't know. I mean, our audience is like 99.9% male, 18 to 34. So I'm just going by the numbers here. Um, where would you know, this is the thing. Like I would.
Dinner? Disneyland?
Oh God, no, no, no Disneyland. I, where would I take somebody? Well, I guess if they entered the tournament and then won, then I guess the least that I could do would be coming up with a good sort of experience or place to take them. Um, I don't know, man. I like it here downtown. Um, I guess food would be involved. Um, I like to I like to drink. I like I don't know. I like Venice Beach. I don't know. It depends on if they were local. I mean, I guess we could play Street Fighter, but I feel like if somebody won a tournament to go on a date with me, the last thing that they would want to do is play Street Fighter. But who knows?
Take
Maybe
them to see surfing dogs.
that was a once a year. Or actually, maybe it's not once a
Ah.
year. But yeah, we could do that. Yeah, all right. Double date to the dog surfing beach.
2018 is happening.
Oh God. Hey, it might not even take that long. Who knows? I'm gonna post up this archive. We're gonna cut out a little clip, and it's gonna be like, yeah, wasn't it fun to hang out with Hazzy for a while? Here, buy this shirt and win a chance to go on a date with her. She'll buy you ice cream. It's a slippery slope, you know. I try to tell you. I was like, dude, if we do this, if we go down this rabbit hole, like somebody's gonna get arrested for something. It's not gonna be, and it's not gonna be me. That's for sure. Oh. All right, guys. Stay tuned for the Win a Date with Hazzy tournament, where you can enter for the low price of buying one of these Embrace Esports t-shirts. We think it's funny. Let's get this money. We think it's funny. It's easy money. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Everybody, brace yourselves. All right, YouTube and Twitch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Say goodbye to Hazzy. Hazzy, say bye to these internet people.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. And thanks for the support.
All right.
Go to bed.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If not, whatever. Tough shit. I had a good time. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.